Yo, tell me about the skit that you did on MC Hammer that got him mad.
I don't think Hammer never had a problem with it. The only problem I've ever had with doing a celebrity was Arsenio Hall. Yeah, Arsenio Hall ain't like that, man.
No,
Keenan.
Keenan did it. Yeah.
Keenan did Arsenio,
But he just
where his ass was big and he walked around the finger and all that.
But I think Tommy was in the skit in somewhere.
No, we did a sketch of him in his show, and Keenan Keenan did a sketch, where his finger was real long, and he had a high top fade, looked like a little bit like Frankenstein, and he liked Eddie Murphy a lot. So when Keenan would laugh, the bottom of his feet said Eddie Murphy. so he ain't like that. He caught a L. He caught a L with that one. I think Oprah caught a L too. That one hurt me. That one hurt me, man. Yeah, she hurt my feelings with that one, man.
She styled on him. She called him a bitch ass nigga.
Who?
Oprah Winfrey.
She didn't call him that.
Probably did.
Allegedly. Don't say that.
Come on, Gail.
I ain't expect that one. Because I went to the Butler premiere, and that was my mother's favorite too,
It's fairly recent. In comparison,
recent? No, the Butler was a while ago.
Like 10, 15 years ago, but Living Color was like 30 years ago.
Color that was the 90s. It was 30 years ago.
Yeah, nigga. The 90s is like 30 years ago.
And still is. I mean, she's not here no more, but still is. And she's my favorite too, but she kind of caught me, and it took me years to think about this. I think that's the reason why she cut my head open when I went to meet her. She was signing stuff, and I went up and I said, "Hey, how you doing? My mother was, you were my mother's favorite." And she was like, yeah. You were my mother's favorite. And she was like, yeah, thanks. And I was like, and I went over into the corner, and my hands were like sweating. You know when you know it's a confrontation, and your hand, you know what I mean, that feeling. And Dolores Robbins, I never forget it. She came over. She said, "What's wrong with you, boy?" I said, "I think
hurt my feelings.
Oprah just dissed me." She said, "Nah, man, go ahead with that, man." She walked up with me. Oprah, Tommy Davidson. She said, yeah. Maybe I was having a bad day or whatever, and I saw it different, but I had to think long and hard why she would do that. And if she didn't like the sketch that we did, I would kind of have to understand. You know what I mean? Because in the sketch that we did, she was hosting a show while consuming a lot of candy. And so as she consumed the candy, she would get bigger. And she's doing the interview, and she's going through Snickers and Reese's and all kind of stuff. And she just floats out of the studio. You see? So I put myself in her shoes, and I probably could have felt a way about it, but that's one of the things about comedy, man. It's one of the things about
trying to make people laugh. She knew she was fat. Fuck.
Yeah, but she didn't have to be the brunt of y'all jokes.
Somebody gotta get joked about, nigga.
That.
All that.
And I hadn't seen her since, but I can understand it. I don't know, but there was a period in comedy where it was hip to be like that. Remember that? Everybody, nobody would laugh no more. Everybody would go, ooh, whoa. For real? We do all that stuff, And, my people used to say, you need more edge. You need to be like, this person and that person and blah, blah, blah. But it never was my style. It never was my style, man. I don't really put people down for the laugh. I bring them up with me through my thinking. I just exercise my thinking in front of them. I think I'm most fortunate is because my audience thinks I'm funny at the same things. half the time I'm being serious about what I'm sharing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But they love it. You know, they identify with me. And I got a way of showing people the way that the world works without having to put them down. You know, like black people got a different relationship with dogs than white people. You know, yeah, white people are comfortable when the dog come around. You know, when the dog come around black people, we hop to the left a little bit and go, hey, who motherfucking dog? You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If a dog is walking around a white neighborhood by itself, it's called a stray dog, which means it's welcome. You know? And I admire a white woman because she can see a dog she never met before and walk straight at it.
And put her hands in it.
You know? And she'll cuss her husband out for that dog. Let him in now, Larry. Let him in. What do you mean, why? He's going to get run over. Let him in now.
He telling the truth.
You know?
He's
She
doing a
would
bit.
walk right towards the dog like that. And I'm talking about foot first, too. Come here. Come on. Come on. He's fine. It's going to be fine. You got tags. You know, and old black people know something wrong with the dog. So he trying to be polite. He can't get through to it. Ma'am, no. Ma'am.
No.
Ma'am, something wrong. Ma'am, something wrong with that dog. Shut up. And meanwhile, the dog looking at her.
And they try to touch him.
He giving every sign that he bite. But she's still coming at him. And he, and black people can hear what the dog's trying to tell her. Y'all nigga, come get this. I'm finna bite this bitch. I'm finna bite
Showing
this
all
bitch.
teeth. Right.
You see, so I'm just able to illustrate, you know, what I see as the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Tommy Davidson is one of the first comedians man, I'm talking about literally in tears. This dude on stage, man, I'm in the audience, yo.
Yeah,
I'm holding my
side.
side, yo. I'm holding my ribs, like, yo. Please don't say nothing else.
Yeah.
Just don't speak for a second. Let me get my. This thing is funny, son. If you ever seen Tommy Davidson before on stage, man, brother, it's hilarious.